Hello, my loony llamas, and in today's video, I'm making two just kind of random Sims, and I'm super excited to make them. And yeah, so let's get straight into it. So I started off with the first Sim, who was, I think my favorite one out of the two. I tried really hard with these, like I spent an hour and a half on these. Um, that's how long I usually take for my Sims because I'm so picky about them. But in this video, I didn't really cut anything out except for little clips where I was using like photos so I could get down realistic features. So yeah, but let me really quick just tell you guys about my life a little bit, and I'm sorry if this is boring to you, but I just needed to talk a little bit. So today is kind of like our second Christmas because on the first Christmas, our grandparents weren't where we currently lived. They were in another place, so they were coming down to see us, and we're doing Christmas today, and they're giving us like their presents that they got for us, and we're giving them the presents we got for them, and so that's gonna be really fun, and that's in like around an hour or 30 minutes, so I'm super excited for that. And as I said, I would get back to a regular posting schedule, and so that's what I'm trying to do, because as you guys can probably see by my past few videos, it has been terrible. So I'm trying to get my life back together and post regularly, like every 2 days or so. And this content is a little bit challenging to make because it takes like a lot of editing. The thumbnails take me a little bit, but that's okay. I just like doing them. And I was asked, do I use shaders on my game? And no, I do not. I just leave it as a regular game. It looks a little bit brighter because I do like edit it. When I am editing the video, I try to make it a little bit brighter because that's how I would prefer it. But if you play on Mac, you can't really download shaders, but if you play on PC or Windows, you can, and there are many tutorials on the interwebs. I sound like an old woman on YouTube about it that many popular simmers have made, and yeah. So let me say something else. So I am almost done with my school year. I just have a few more months left, and let me tell you, it has been so hectic. It has been a lot of work. Like we've had a ton of tests lately, and I'm not trying to complain because I know it's this way for a lot of people. But our one of our trimesters are ending, so it's just a lot of work recently. But it's been actually pretty fun because one of our teachers doesn't really make us take tests. She more of makes us do all these cool projects, and so that's really fun. And I know I'm ranting a ton, but this was like a little bit of a rant video. But I wanted to ask you guys, would you guys like to see more in real life content? Because I feel like that would be fun. And also, if you see this part of the video, I don't know if you will, but if you do, I am going to be posting a Sim series. And it's just going to be a legacy challenge, like 10 generations, not sticking to really any guidelines, I'm pretty sure. I just kind of want to have fun with it and follow my own rules. So that's going to be really fun. I will pick an aspiration and they have to complete that aspiration. That'll be the only guideline for it. But I'm super excited for it, and it'll just be a 10 gen legacy challenge, and I'm really excited. And they'll start off with as much money as it gives you, and I'll try actually, I think it'll be more fun if I started off with no money, so I think I might do that. Let me know what you guys think if you see this. And I also wanted to ask, would you guys like me to play like any other games? Because I love playing The Sims, but I feel like I'm not having a lot of content for you guys. I don't really play Roblox anymore. I guess I'll sometimes will if like it's really requested. But if it's not really requested, what games would you guys like me to play? If you know, tell me in the comments, and I would love to see them. So, sorry if you can hear any background noises. It's a little bit loud in my house because my brother's on the phone with friends. So, sorry if you can hear that, and if you can't, I might be sounding like a crazy person right now. So, I have been recently cooking a lot, and I found this recipe that I'll probably just link in this video, and it is so good. It's a mug cake recipe. which I know isn't really cooking, but it's baking a kind of a little bit. It's like a mug cake from scratch. I just realized how many different conversation topics I've talked about in the past 5 minutes. I'm probably just gonna get back to I'll link it in the description. But yeah, so if you guys would like me to post like more and more content, I would love to, because I just love coming out with new ideas and new games, and I am not opposed to a game that is scary. So if it's like a horror game and you guys are really interested in that, just tell me. And I know my channel isn't super big, but I wanted to say thank you to everyone for all the amazing support. And even if you don't leave a comment, and even if you don't leave a like, just seeing that view that's on that video makes me smile every day, because it knows that someone is watching my content. So I'm so happy for that. And yeah, so I'm saying so much. But I will probably, if you guys wanted to see, I am thinking about making like a second, like showing you like outfit ideas and stuff like that, because I love like pairing up outfits, making a little bit quirky. So yeah, that would be like in real life content. But in The Sims 4, I make a lot of cast challenges on this channel, and I'm gonna start building challenges again, because I used to post almost all the time, but just recently I just stopped posting entirely for an entire month. And then before that, I stopped posting for 2 weeks, and then I posted. So it's been a very irregular schedule, but I'm trying to get back onto it. So yeah, this is a day, I think, there was a day in between where I didn't do anything, and then today I'm filming and then editing, and then I will post tomorrow morning. And that's what I think I'll stick to most of the time. I'll probably make a thumbnail as well. And yeah, a lot of people haven't seen my videos recently because I haven't been posting a lot. So I'm going to try to make it more common for you guys to see that I do post. So you don't have to just sit there and like, what is she doing? Why isn't she there? And I've actually contemplated a few times whether I should quit YouTube or not, but I've decided against it, because I really love YouTube, and I really love like just the people on it, not the creepos, of course, but I love just like the nice communities. Like I love Claire Shaban's community, or Subahan's community. I don't know. I think it's Shaban's community. I just love hers. And I love her channel. She gives me a lot of inspiration. So if you haven't watched her, I would highly recommend. But yeah, so I'm going to, what was I going to say? Shoot, I'm sorry. But I think I'm going to do a room tour as well once I get it all cleaned up, because it is a wreck right now, because as I said, I am super busy with school. So yeah, I hope that is okay with you guys to, if I was going to do a room tour. And in the next few months, there will be one special video, and it will be a complete vlog, and I hope you guys will enjoy that. It'll be a total surprise, and it's already kind of been planned a little bit, so I'm super excited for that, and there will be a lot of videos following that vlog because of that topic. So I'm super excited for that, and I cannot wait to tell you guys. And once I do tell you guys, I hope you'll be excited too. Let me just give you one idea. It's furry. The surprise is furry. So I'll be doing a vlog on that's a pretty big hint. But yeah, the surprise is furry, and it's not a furry. It's not a human dressed up in a costume. I promise you, I'm not becoming one of those yet. I don't think I ever will, but but to the people who do become it, good for them, because they like that. But yeah, in the next video, I'll probably be ranting a lot as well, because it's just nice to rant on this platform, even if not a lot of people listen to it. It's just nice getting out there. So yeah, I'm going to stop talking for a second because my voice is super scratchy, and let you guys listen to some lo-fi music. as you guys can probably see, I already started on the next sim, and I was actually trying to make myself. The first one was just random, but this one I'm genuinely trying to make myself, and it was actually really hard because I'm not very good at that. So I did have to cut out a few clips of me looking at pictures of myself, so I could do this correctly, because I keep on forgetting what I look like whenever I make these videos. Like, I've made a few of them filming myself making myself, but it's never been that good. So this time I actually am. And just so you know, I kind of did myself, like, I kind of made my lips a little bit bigger than they actually are. And just so you know, this is extremely unrealistic because I'm not very good at making sims that actually look like people in photos. I'm fine at making realistic ones, but ones that exactly look like me, I cannot do that. Like, I can't even draw myself, even in cartoon version, so I hope you can get past that. And also, finding my skin color was so hard because I'm abnormally pale, like vampire pale, and there was really not a lot of skins where you could do that, so I just picked the palest, like, pinkish shade that I could find. And I also couldn't find an eye color, even though you could see I have hundreds of those, because I have a dark gray eye color. So that was the best I could do. And I also have a little bit like slanted eyes, a little bit like that, so I tried readjusting those a little bit, and I think that's close, but I think my eyes are a little bit bigger, so I think I messed that up a tiny bit. But other than that, I think it's good. And my eyebrows, I made them really thick because I have thick eyebrows. But the thing is, like, these were the closest ones I could find to mine, because I have very, like, my eyebrows always look like I'm angry, and, like, I just have a resting face where I just look like I'm mad. And I have a wolf cut, kind of like a low grade one, so I was looking at those, like, harsh ones, and I was like, no, that wouldn't really work for me. And I couldn't really find anything that matched me very well, I'll be honest. So I kept on looking for different hairstyles, and I just downloaded that, so I wanted to see how it looked on a sim. But I kept on looking, and I couldn't really find anything, and then I found that one, and I was like, oh, that looks pretty good. And then I remembered I had this one by Miracle. No, that might be the wrong one, but I got this new one, and I was like, oh, that is actually pretty good. My hair is a little bit more shaggier than that, but I was like, oh, that's a pretty good color, and, like, my hair is a little bit of an orangey brown. So I was looking for one, and I was like, I can't really find it. And then I found that one, and it was a little bit too dark, so as you can see later in the video, I changed it. But I edited the eyes once again, because I was like, those don't really go that well, and I tried readjusting my chin, that didn't work. And so I just kept on readjusting the facial features, because nothing really matched me, because I have a really odd looking face. Yeah. So I just kept on editing this over and over again, and I could not decide on the eyes, because my eyes, I'm not really able to shape how they look in The Sims exactly, so I wasn't able to do that. And I actually made my eyes smaller than they actually are in real life. Like, I have big bulging eyes, so I decided not to do that, because I wanted to do myself, like, I gave myself bigger lips, smaller eyes, but my nose was pretty much the same. My nose might be a little bit bigger than that, but it was around the same. And I'm pretty, like, I'm not the tallest, so I didn't make myself that tall, and I am I'm young, so I didn't really make myself that tall, but I didn't want to make myself a child either, because kids in The Sims, there's like a huge jump between teenagers and them, so I decided that I didn't really want to go with something that made me look like a 2-year-old child, because their faces are so baby. And so I looked for a ton of different tops, but nothing was really like my style. Like, I could see myself wearing it. Well, I could see myself wearing a lot of this, but like, a lot of my clothes show a little bit too much on the upper half. So for like that I would be allowed to wear in real life, and I was trying to make this realistic. And then I found that top, and you will probably see that I kept on going back to that one because I was in love with that top. But then I think, I'm most likely sure I went against it and just went something that I don't know if Why do I keep on yawning? I was saying I don't know I would wear in real life, but I just went with it. And then I made the boobly dooblies on the screen like really tiny for some reason, and like it just looked like very odd, and I don't understand why I made myself look so weird. But yeah, I thought like I did my figure pretty close to real life, but not like close enough that it didn't look like, oh, just extremely weird. And then I looked for a jacket because I was like, oh, that would be cute. And then I realized that it looked terrible on me. So I was trying to find some good looking jeans. And I love like baggy jeans that have like rips in them, but I don't have that. So I just went these ones with a heart belt. And I was looking for a top that would go with it. And I looked and kept on looking, and I went back and forth probably a bazillion times looking for a top, and then I eventually found one. This is how I am in real life. I'm so indecisive. But I kept on looking for one, and I kept on going back to that one, but I was like, I don't think I'm allowed to wear that in real life, so I shouldn't put it on my sim. And then I went back to that top, and I was like, you know what? That's pretty dang cute. And I don't remember if I stayed with it or not. I don't think I did, because I liked it for a while, but then I just stopped liking it. And I made my eyelashes a little bit big because I put a ton of mascara on, and that's the way I do my eyelashes with mascara. And I do typically wear a little bit of blush, sometimes a lot, and then I typically do like a brown, kind of like a brown lip shade that I really like. And then, as you can see, I went back to that hair to see if it looked good, and then it just made my ears look big because I downloaded these ears from a modder. I forgot exactly who it was, but I love downloading mods on Patreon, so I got it on there if you guys want to look through, because they have a lot of good mods there, and a lot of them are free. Some of them you have to be a patron for, but you didn't have to be for that one. And like whenever I am smiling for a picture, like I am making like that kind of smile. Like my lips are just the tiniest bit open, so I was like, that's realistic. And my face is actually like very grouchy normally, so I went back and changed it. But then I went to those eyes and I was like, oh, yeah, none of these really go very well, so I went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and just decided on the ones I had originally, even though now watching this back I should have chosen the ones I was just on. But these were the closest to my actual eye color. They weren't correct, but they weren't wrong either. So then I went for another top, and I made myself really just skinny because like there wasn't I meant to go to body presets, but then I just forgot because I'm not really that skinny, but like there wasn't a good in between for me, even though I kept on trying and trying. But yeah, and then I looked through the blush shades because I didn't love exactly, and nothing really matched my, I feel like, face. It either was too pink or too brown, so I just went with that one, and then went for a brown lip shade, turned it most of the way down because I really liked that. And then I'm pretty sure at this point I changed the top because I really just wasn't agreeing with it, and then I went for that to see if I would look better pale, and I did not. I'll just say that I did not look better like that. But then I found another skin that I really loved, and then so I went back to change the other sim that I'd created to do with that skin tone because it's a little bit more realistic. But I thoroughly enjoyed that one. And I don't know why you can't see the names of my sims. Like I record full screen, so I don't know exactly why it did that. But you can't really see the names, and they were just random. I just randomized it because I didn't really care what the names were because I didn't want to put my real name on there, at least not yet. I don't know if I'm ready for giving out that much info because I kind of talk about myself on this channel, but like I don't disclose who I am, or like, I mean, you guys can probably figure out what gender I am from my voice, which is a girl. But yeah, I keep on saying but then I found this top and I was like, oh my gosh, I would wear this in real life. I actually have a top that looks like that, and I was like, this is perfect. And then so I showed you guys the sims at the end of this video, and then I went back for shoes, and I was super indecisive at that too. But when I went to show you guys like the sims at the end, I forgot to do like a very good job. Like I usually do a little bit slower, but this time I did it way faster than I actually meant to. So I'm sorry for that. But I hope you guys can get past that. And just so you know, I am filming a voiceover, so I am not actually recording and talking at the same time, because filming voiceovers is just easier for me. I'll try, like when I'm playing challenges and stuff like that and like making series, I'll try to get my microphone and actually talk, because my microphone's charging right now, so I just thought, why not do this? But yeah, and I'm also crocheting, because I just love crocheting on my side time, and it's like super hard because I have a small hook, because I grabbed the wrong size, so I need to change that out. And then I went to go check out the, oh my gosh, I keep on yawning, I'm so sorry. So then I went to go check out the nails, because I sometimes wear acrylic nails. Like, my nails are really short most of the time, but sometimes I'll wear acrylic nails, but then I'll play basketball and then they'll fall off and tear, and so it really hurts. So I only wear them typically when I'm at home, and sometimes at school, and I'll wear them to play basketball, but I never know if they're gonna rip off or not, so it hurts when that happens. But then I found like these ones, and I was like, that looks like something I would typically wear. And then I started kind of like going through, and I changed her skin to match the one that I had, and then which I loved on her as well. And then I went to choose their aspirations, their traits, which I just love doing. I kind of pick like the stuff that I would choose for my character. Like, I love family. I love I was thinking about doing a green fiend because I love nature, but I went for athletic because I play basketball all the time. I play tennis. And then I went for perfectionist because I'm a perfectionist at school. Not to toot my own horn, but yeah. And then I showed The Sims because I really enjoyed them. I chose my name. It was random. I didn't actually write down my name. You guys would have seen it if the camera actually worked. And like me showing it was a little bit faster than I intended it to be. But that's because I accidentally sped this part up. So I hope you guys like The Sims. And yeah, have a beautiful day, my Looney Llamas. Bye!